Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Sports Chop Shop. I'm your man, Big Game James, and alongside of me is the musicologist, A. Reed.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Reed?
Chilling on it, baby. How you feeling? How you
Man,
feeling?
I'm good. Hey, and a lot of y'all, if you tune in, you might wonder why I always say musicologist. And it's because my man A. Reed puts it down, man. Y'all really need to go on the Apple Music and look up musicologist and check him out, man. I'm telling y'all play that vacation, it'll get stuck on rotation in your car, dog. That one, that's on fire. And he's also the man behind the Big Game Sports Buzz
Yes, sir. Yes,
intro
sir.
song on that podcast on Thursday. So if you tune in and if you catch it live and you catch that, who's the man who got you behind the scenes like?
Yeah.
Who did say hike is Big Game. That's A. Reed. So he the music.
That was good, man.
He always, he dropped that thing. He's very talented, multi-talented. He doesn't just like to talk sports. He spits lyrics also. Hey man, Reed, I wish I was a musician sometime, dog. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I mean, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, but well, the way it is now.
A lot of brothers. Well, yeah, nowadays,
the way it is now, music.
You give me I lay about 20 tracks on top of each other and auto tunes and a cool beat. You probably right.
Yeah. But shoot, it's been in my blood, man, since I was a kid. So that's
also. But you're a real artist, man. You can hear it in your music when it comes out, and that's why I always say musicologists. I always want to hit it up, and y'all best believe when I can get that download on, we're gonna be playing songs on the show because Reed puts it down. Dog. It's a truly beautiful thing. And as you can see, we both came in fitted with our hats on, right? Y'all know Reed is that super Bengals fan, and I love my Buccaneers since they the ones that made my dream come true. I tell everybody that. They said, "Man, when you become a Buccaneers fan?" I said, "When they made my dream of playing in the NFL come true, I became a Buccaneers fan, and I took it back to old Buccaneer Bruce here."
I love it. I love it. I don't care, man. Everybody can hate, but I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait till they bring them creamsicles back. We gotta wait a year for it, but it's gonna be lovely. Hey, but speaking of Buccaneers, yesterday, and Reed, you know what I'm about to say, but I just want to know what you were doing and what your reaction was, because my phone vibrated, and then because I got the ESPN alert for when Tampa Bay does something, it goes did. So I knew it was like breaking news, and I was like, I only got the alert set for the Buccaneers. I'm like, what the hell going on? And I said, Tom Brady re-signs with coming out of retirement. Signing with Bucks or staying with Bucks, whatever it said. And it was just like the little print on my phone. So now I'm unlocking it, scrolling, moving open, and I'm checking I'm like, man, that's some bull. Somebody lying, somebody that's playing with me, they send a text. And dog, you gotta know my phone start blowing up, vibrating, text messages, calls from some people in Tampa just going off the chain, man. I was on my patio just, chilling, listening to some music, smoking a cigar and drinking a little bit of that brown that I like. And they say, boom. I'm like, Tom Brady back. Everything started going crazy, man. What were you doing yesterday when that news came out?
Man, I was actually busy at the house, man, watching TV and taking care of some stuff.
Okay.
Cleaning up and around, and then just so happened, that popped up on my phone, and I just so happened to look at it, and there it was, wide as hell, right there. Tom Brady retires, coming back to play for Tampa Bay. My reaction was why? For what? For what reason? But I mean, that's the competitor in this guy, man. That's the competitor in him. I think he didn't want to go out like he did last season. You can tell he's a guy that he wants to go out on top. As best as he can, he wants to go out on top. But my thing is, it's like, bro, what else do you have to prove?
Right. There's nothing. You're right. There's nothing that Tom Brady has to prove to any of us, right?
Nothing.
We know who you are. We know what you've accomplished. You have more Super Bowl wins than any other active player or retired player in the league, right? What is it that you're really trying to prove from doing this? And at the same time, I understand, but at the same time, I'm like, is it selfish of him a little bit? Or am I reaching on that when I say that? I ask that question.
I mean, it could be. It could be something. I mean, who's Tampa Bay's backup?
Blaine Gabbert, and Kyle Trask.
Okay.
Because supposedly all the talk was, and this is so crazy how fast the internet changes things. The talk was we were going to try to get Russell Wilson or DeShaun Watson. And then Russell Wilson went to Seattle. And left Seattle, my bad, went to Denver. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, well, it's DeShaun Watson. Then all of a sudden, like, Brady to me is like the left hook. Like, nobody saw it coming. Like, it was jab, 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 free agency, left hook. But
I don't think anybody saw that one.
But, a lot of people said that they never thought he would really. Well, I will say this. I know one of our colleagues that's not here tonight, Jay Stoggs, said the whole time he never thought Tom Brady was done. I'm like, nah, Stoggs, he's done. And Stoggs did say the whole time he never thought he was done. But at the same time, it's, I did a small piece that I released on the YouTube channel, like Tom Brady comes back. Is that a good or a bad thing? And the reason I asked that question, and I want to get your take on it, man, just being a football fan, at what point in time, as an organization, you need to move on and start preparing for the future. Now, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, but I don't want anybody to misunderstand that I understand the greatness of Tom Brady, and it's great to have him back. Don't get that part twisted before I say this. Right. But at the same time, at one part, you're trying to build for your future. You need to get ready to move on, right? You need to see what you got and see how you can put these pieces in place. But at the same time, Tom Brady coming back, he slows that down.
Exactly. You look at a number of teams that's kind of had to deal with this kind of stuff in recent years. You see Pittsburgh, time for Big Ben to go. You're looking at the rumblings over there with the 49ers, what they're going to do with Jimmy G. And Trey Lance. You hear all of that talking. It's Trey's time, and this and that and third. Even just recently, even the Green Bay Packers, not knowing what the hell they was going to do.
Man.
So, I mean, this kind of stuff, I mean, you welcome them back because they're such a staple into the league of what they've done. So you're not going to necessarily argue them, on what they're doing, coming back and playing in the league again. At the same time, though, at some point, you got to start going towards the future. You have to start moving in another direction. Right. It's not to take anything away from Brady because, like I said, he's shown and proven exactly who he is. He's a GOAT.
Right.
He's the man.
Yeah.
But I just said, like, who do they have after that? They don't have nobody. They Tampa Bay hasn't set up anything to have a backup that's willing enough to come there. The next person in line, they don't have that set just yet. So I can understand Brady coming back, for whatever reason. But I mean, at this point in time, Tampa might want to look at drafting somebody.
And that's key because, well, what scares me is you draft Trask in the second round of last year's draft. Yet, I don't even think he was active that many games where he was making a game day roster. He was like the third emergency quarterback. Mm-hmm. So what is it that he's lacking or missing to where here it is, I spent a second round pick on you where I know my secondary might be getting old in spots and in my offensive line. And, because I can't Ali Moppet, we still can't get over to, get past the fact that he retired. After only 7 years and making his first Pro Bowl this past year, he decided to call it quits. Now we got Jensen signing back our center. I think Carlton Davis, our DB. I know, boy. Our DB, Carlton Davis, he's coming back. They said today on the ticker. So we got people that's willing to take some pay cuts to come back because they believe, hey, if our quarterback is back, we're gonna sacrifice a little bit of bread because we think that we were just a game and some injuries away from getting back to that Super Bowl. And I had the argument today. I was like, hey, man, don't get it twisted. We were in that Rams game. Yeah, we fell behind early. We made a comeback, and then we gave up a big play, and they went on to win the Super Bowl, right? So we really weren't that far away from getting to the NFC Championship game, which I think we would have handled the 49ers, and then getting to that Super Bowl. It's all hindsight, but at the same time, I think Brady was just like, yo, it was too close for me not to go back. I'm gonna go back because there was still never no real formal press conference, man. Announcement. There was no big retirement announcement. And then when all the speculation started coming about him going to other teams, that's when I started scratching my head. Like, is this fool really gonna try to come back and play for somebody else? But
no. That's it's vintage Tom Brady. You know, he has shown more interest in social media and stuff like that in recent years.
True
With
that.
his memes and all that other stuff. So I mean, that's true. That's Tom Brady fashion. That's Tom Brady fashion going out like that.
I'll give you
that. Again, it's cool to see him. It's cool to see him back. But I mean, I was ready. I was ready for him to be gone.
And I think part of me, Reed, being the fan, not the former player, but the fan, I was ready to try to like kind of lick my wounds to heal them up and just move on and just. I'm gonna be honest with you, going into this, looking into this offseason, I was like, man, we got work to do, and I was like, it's gonna be rough. I was in my mind, I was like already preparing, like this is gonna be an ugly year, but because our division is down, we'll be okay, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, man, our division's down, we gonna be all right. It'll be a rebuilding year, but now we getting some of these pieces back. Now that Brady decided that he's coming back. And now I'm not gonna lie, you know, I done perked up a little bit. Your boy done start smiling a little bit more, and like,
I'm sure,
you know, what I'm saying, you know, we started talking trash on the group text last night because you know it's exciting to see, but at the same time, I still feel like we're getting up, and then after the season, that down part, like it's inevitable. And somebody posted on my page like, "Yo, B James, man, let's go ahead and enjoy this. Let's let him try to get us a third Super Bowl, which a lot of franchises don't have. Then he can leave us after that. And if we dirt for a couple of years, we dirt. But let's try to get one more with him. I'm happy he's staying."
Yeah. And it's gonna. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be real fishy of the NFL if Brady is almost damn near gifted this season.
Why is that the word you use, Reed? You think that they're writing a story for you, boy?
Come on, man. James, you played in the league, dog. Like, there's stories written in this stuff, man. There's stories written in this thing, man.
I've seen some things that make me scratch my head. I'll say that, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel where you're coming from. I won't
and this
lie.
is a fan standpoint. This is from
I feel you.
Sitting here watching the game, seeing how it progresses and everything like that. Like, still, like, again, I don't take away anything from LA Rams winning the Super Bowl. I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I've made the statement. It's very funny that y'all let the Rams and the Bengals play all the way until 2 minutes of the game, and the Rams are down.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, here comes all the penalty calls and stuff like that. But I'm not no conspiracy theorist with that. It is what it is, you know.
Hey man, I feel you. Like I said, we've had a couple conversations off camera, and there's some more stories I can tell you off camera. I ain't gonna put nobody business out there.
Yeah.
But you know, some things have happened before to where I always go, And my mom, I swear, my mom is the funniest person in the world when it comes to sports. She swears up and down that all sports are fixed and every outcome is planned. And we used to get in arguments about this, Reed. Because like, Mom, you don't understand. I work too hard to throw some shit. Like, you don't understand the work I put in. And she said, boy, this thing bigger than you. She said, you go ahead. She said, you can work your butt off and don't know what the people above you got planned.
Facts, though. Is she lying?
I was like,
I mean, you got to
think. No, she ain't lying. I was like, damn, she right. She got a point.
You got to think about it, big game. I mean, your job, what your job was to go out there and be the best defensive lineman that you could be.
Right.
And go out there, okay? Right. But again, you played the defense. You didn't play the offense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I didn't scheme it either.
You didn't scheme it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know necessarily what the coach was telling such and such, the quarterback. Right. Or, you know, or what they was playing. You don't know those conversations that they had in the back. That's what I'm saying, man. Right. So guys who been like, I respect y'all. I respect y'all to the utmost for playing the sport and whatnot. But y'all just don't know, man.
Right.
Like case in point. When Cam Newton kind of eased back from that fumble, you know, when they was
in that Denver Super Bowl.
Denver Super Bowl.
Yeah, Cam ain't been the same since, man. Like, hey, man, and I know we talking about Brady, and Brady's Brady, and Jay Styles and I gonna get more into that whole conversation on him on Thursday, man. But Cam Newton, he finally got a shot back in his own stomping grounds of Carolina.
I liked it.
Came out with the big "I'm back." Had a decent game. I think it was against Arizona. And so here, did you think at that point in time, okay, Cam is back. Cam go do some decent things?
Oh, I was hoping that was the beginning. I felt like that's what was at first. I think Carolina never should have let him go. They never should have let him walk.
Well, the whole coaching thing was about to happen. It was a whole lot of big whoop in Carolina at that time, man. To where I understand it, don't agree with it, understand it. But this is a question I pose to you, bro. Do you think Cam can ever come back to being a number one, or is it time for Cam to grab the clipboard and be a backup for somebody?
Cam can still be a number one for somebody.
Really?
It's not a long list. It's not a long list of teams. It wouldn't be a long list of teams. It'd have to be a team that's looking, so I guess you could say, quote unquote, bridge the gap.
Oh.
So to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to kind of hold it over until.
Hold it over, like how Teddy B has been, for a couple.
Did you hear about Teddy B about to go down to Miami to be a backup for Tua?
Heard that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He was a bridge guy for a couple of places, and now he's shipped off as a backup. So same thing for Cam. I can see Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not go to New Orleans? You know what I'm saying, for the time being.
See, I'm glad you. That's when I asked you the question in my mind. I'm thinking, where though? I'm trying to find the good fit for Cam. Like, who has something that he needs to go somewhere that's one, your coach is going to be a balanced coach or even a run dominant coach, to where he doesn't have to go make all the plays with his arm. And then we all know this in Carolina when McCaffrey got hurt last year, and now you trying to throw the ball all over the place. Didn't have the protection. Still got young wide receivers. Yo, they made it hard on themselves. And Cam came in and looked like he'd be the answer early, and then just went back to Bam. And then Matt Rule starting to do the quarterback rotation thing with them. It's like, come on, man. Either you're going to go with him or you're not. This quarterback rotation shit does not work in the NFL. I don't care what you say. This is not college. You can't have packages for quarterbacks. I just don't believe it. I believe in rhythm. I believe your team gets in a different kind of, gel and camaraderie and, get that mojo going, as they say, to where you can never get a rhythm if you keep bringing the quarterback in and out of the game in the league, man.
You gotta, he's got to go somewhere where a team can, like I said, they can bridge it, but they can still have a decent season. Maybe the Saints.
So you said New Orleans.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Indy. You know what I'm saying? But Indy got all those pieces around, so he might be, all right over there.
And they got a good running game. They got a good running game in Indianapolis. So yeah.
Maybe Seattle or something, like, for the time, because they don't have a QB now. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a team, you know what I'm saying? One of them to shit. Go to the Jets.
But we know, they just drafted the Wilson not coming off the field in New York, and they just went and got a receiver for him. So that's not really a place to go. It's not gonna be a competition. They can tell him it's not that. Wilson's your starter in New York, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
Now, New Orleans, Seattle needs a quarterback. New Orleans needs a quarterback. Well, both of those places are riddled by injuries on the offensive line. So here it is, you putting Cam back in the situation where he got to run for his life and not gonna get well protected. And I don't give a damn who you are. You can't play if nobody's blocking. But the narrative is different for Cam Newton not getting blocked for than other folks. You know what I'm saying?
It's always been
so
different.
I want him to have a chance, hopefully, to go somewhere. But at the same time, Tom Brady is kind of, he jumped in and flicked them dominoes, and now they start falling all kind of different places of what's going to be next for what quarterback. Because, I'd said even, and people thought I was crazy, that maybe the Buccaneers should have tried to go holler at Mitch Trubisky as well, but just to be competition in the holdover, like a gap quarterback. And now he just signed a 2-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, and then you see what they're doing. They're bridging the gap.
Yeah.
You just had Big Ben. You don't have faith in Mason Rudolph. You don't have faith in Dwayne Haskins. So bringing a guy who's had some experience.
And a little bit of success. He got Chicago to the playoffs 2 years in a row.
A little bit of success.
A little bit of success.
You know what I'm saying? Under Mike Tomlin, he could probably do something over there. I'm not expecting Pittsburgh to make drastic changes, but they got
But
something in the quarterback.
With Najee Harris running the ball, man, it makes life a little bit easier.
Just a Mitchell Trubisky.
And I believe they will let him quarterback the way he needs a quarterback. I think they'll let him run around. He's not a pocket passer, dude. Mitchell Trubisky is a running quarterback. A lot of people don't say that and admit to it because why is it that I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but it is what it is. We in the shop. Y'all know how we do. Why is it that white quarterbacks don't get labeled runners, but black quarterbacks do? But Mitchell Trubisky is not your traditional pocket passer. He's better when he's moving and rolling out. Just kind of like Josh Allen also is kind of the same way.
Yeah. Because hell, black folks can run. Black folks can run. I mean, you've been seeing it.
Black folks can run.
Cunningham used to run.
Yeah.
Warren Moon used to run a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Vic came out, and Vic just ran up and down the field.
Even chubby Donovan McNabb could move around the pocket a little bit if he had to. Dante Culpepper
moved around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, man.
Vince, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Cam early on. Yeah,
come on. You know, so it's just one of them things. Like if you get your black quarterback, you expecting him to use them legs and catch up some yards. He's gonna be like your second quote unquote running back, pretty much.
Yeah, because look at Lamar Jackson and what he's doing, but at the same time, man, that brother gonna quit taking hits, man. He's gonna have to stop. He's gonna slow himself down, or he's gonna get knocked out all the way out.
Yeah.
And so we're keeping this thing moving and. Hey, y'all, it's a big NFL theme, it seems like, in the shop today because so much is going on in the NFL with, today is the day they can start negotiating the contracts before that new calendar year starts and everything else, man. A lot of different things going on. But, the Cleveland Browns have given Baker Mayfield permission to seek a trade. And now really? I heard they are pursuing DeShaun Watson. But they also told Landry that he could go seek a trade if he wanted to also. They just pulled Amari Cooper in. Do you see that being a place where DeShaun Watson would want to go and could fit in?
Hell no.
Not just but hell no, Reed?
No, he wouldn't want to go to Cleveland. He wouldn't want to.
I feel you.
He wouldn't want to. If I was DeShaun, and if I knew at this point in time that I could possibly get picked up, I'd be telling my agent, holla at Indy. I'll let Indianapolis right now.
You think that's the best fit for him right now?
Shit.
Okay.
That'd be perfect. That'd be a perfect fit right now for him.
Yeah. And they can compete in that Tennessee's window's going to close soon, huh? So you think the Colts will be competing in that conference soon?
Bringing
that division? Watson. I don't know why I keep saying conference. DeShaun Watson, he's going to change a lot of things. Now, like I said, I was high on DeShaun Watson thinking that the Buccaneers might have a chance. And then when Brady signs back, you're like, well, that's out the window. I ain't even got to worry about that no more. Then I kept hearing New Orleans, but for me, I was like, what's in New Orleans for DeShaun Watson? He doesn't have, many high-profile receivers because was it Thomas or Jenkins, the receiver that was hurt last year? Thomas was hurt and banged up. Mm-hmm. Not really right. There's a lot going on there. I just don't see where I think DeShaun Watson wants to go somewhere where he can compete right away. I don't think he wants to go anywhere where the rebuild is in place. That's why a lot of people said, "Oh, he's gonna end up in Seattle." I'm like, man, Seattle's dismantling and rebuilding. They can call it what they want to. I said, I don't see him wanting to go to Seattle. Some people say the Carolina Panthers want him. They just traded for Sam Darnold. You got to trade you got to make another trade for another quarterback and mess over more draft picks and money. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see Carolina being the fit for him. Maybe not. And a lot of people said that the 49ers, they would trade Lance and Jimmy G. But I kept hearing Jimmy G was going to go to Indianapolis. I heard that was going to be the spot. That too. But that was before the legal trouble kind of cleared for DeShaun Watson. So, last Friday when that verdict came out from the grand jury down in Harris County in Houston, Texas, like I said, it kind of rewrote the whole script of what was going on and what was going to happen. So
it did.
I'm kind of scratching my head now like, I just don't even know what's going to happen with him. It's so many dominoes and things that's going to take place, man. And
I don't know. But what did what you see from that Houston Texans organization, they've turned out to be the new age Browns, if you want to call it.
Ooh. Boy, I see it. I see it, Reed.
You see what I'm saying? They turn out to be like the new age Browns. And I remember, and no disrespect to them, to the Cleveland Browns, but man, they was that team that people was just going over there to just get that paycheck. They knew they wasn't gonna win over there. They was just getting their paycheck. Maybe it was the last of their football careers. They couldn't get on no other
get
squad.
It before that, but get it before it was over, huh?
Get it before it's over.
Yeah.
It looks like how bad the mismanagement and everything like that. It's like people are just going to Houston just for that paycheck. They don't really want to stay there, but they'll go over there and just to play football. You know what I'm saying? Mark Ingram went down. I mean, just to play football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he needed a job. He did go to Houston when he left Baltimore, didn't he?
Yeah. So I mean, it and then to see how the organization treated their star player. Because I don't care what anybody says. I really think the Houston Texans really pulled that, you know what I'm saying, as a example or however you want to call it.
We in the shop, Reed. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's call it what it is. They did self-sabotage. They came up with a story because DeShaun Watson said he was unhappy when D-Hop got traded. And once that happened, they didn't go get him any other weapons. He came out and said, I want out. I don't want to play with this organization no more. All of a sudden, the attorney who lives around the corner from the owner drums up. I have clients that are pressing charges against DeShaun Watson for sexual misconduct and sexual at massage parlors. And I'm just like, this don't seem right. This out of nowhere.
Knowing they paying girls to say that, and again, it don't sound right. If I'm the franchise, listen, and understand this, man. I understand some of these guys have gotten into trouble. Ben Roethlisberger, and some other guys,
Yeah, they swept that under the rug real quick, right?
Swept that under the rug. Quick. But this is my thing, man. If I am the star player, if I'm the franchise, if I'm the quarterback,
right,
of a team,
right,
a National Football League to NFL squad.
Yeah.
Do you really think that I'm gonna have any issue of getting any kind of service or whatever from a female?
I ain't got to go pay for it.
I don't have to pay for it.
I'm turning it away.
You have to understand. They know these women. Everybody and their mama know who DeShaun Watson is.
Yes, there's no secret. There's no secret.
It ain't no secret.
The young brother, man. I always thought it was BS. I'm just gonna sit here and say it right off the rip. I said it was a witch hunt. I said it was self-sabotage. That you would rather lose games.
Smear campaign.
Yeah, make him look like mud. Because you knew once the charges came out and the investigation had to take place, then the NFL would do their due diligence. You knew no one was gonna want to touch him because I can't give a trade value and future draft capital for someone that's not coming to perform for my team. So now it's like I'm just giving you picks with nothing in return. So they knew no NFL team was going to touch him. I think they thought they could smear his name a little bit and then get things worked out where he wanted to stay, and then realize that they created too much of a shit show and it was over. The marriage was over. They had to get on with it.
They made him the third string quarterback last
year. Because most times your third string quarterback could be inactive, and then you knew you weren't going to play him, so they purposely did that, knowing that they had no intention on playing. They were talking about it was pending investigation of what was going on with the league. They knew he wanted out. They didn't want to get him hurt because they did want to trade him, but they was asking for too much. Other teams just like, man, we don't know if he's going to be able to play, and you asking for the farm, man, you got me messed up in life.
Yeah.
So it's dirt, man. It's dirty the way they can do young players, man, and treat people a certain way. And I missed it. And people were texting me like, yo, you need to check out the stuff Des Bryant is saying on Twitter about the league and their treatment of young black players compared to everybody else. Man, I have not had a chance to really dig into it and check it out yet. So I'm going to get into that. So by next time we come into the shop, man, we can really talk about it. Sure. But I've seen things done crazy both ways. And I think a lot of people overlook it because 80% of your league is African-American. So when you start seeing majority of the league, you're just looking at punishment as punishment sometimes. But you still got to think all the stuff Richie Incognito did to come back and have all the chances he had, and wanted to sweep that racist hazing up under the rug. You don't not really talk about it, right? So it makes you open your eyes to think like, yo, man, why is there a double standard in the punishment and treatment of what goes on between these players? And it is what it is, man. And most owners or the NFL commissioner will come out and say it's not like that everyone's treated the same. And no, it's not, because if everybody was treated the same, Colin Kaepernick would have a job right now.
As much as I love NFL, as much as I love the sport, just in recent years, I can say that I haven't agreed with everything that it's been about.
Right.
That shield has been tarnished by some folks in the league, commissioners and coaches and players, owners. Like, it's been tarnished. It's not the same league that I grew up on watching. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very different.
So think about it, Reed. Think about it. We talked about it a little bit last week. We talked about Calvin Ridley being stupid and doing dumb stuff, right? Yeah. But at the same time, there's guys that have beat up women, raped women, that's back in the league. Calvin Ridley, now it was stupid. And truth came out. It was more than $1,500. He lied about that, dog. They got a marker for what he bet. It was almost up to $36,000, I think somebody said. But so, like we said, if they think you're gonna do more damage to the shield and their brand, the punishment is gonna be more severe. And it's not right, but it happened like that.
Yeah.
It happened like that. Because you can't sit up and tell me that everything that's going on right now, even Tyreek Hill a couple years ago, when they got voice recordings of him threatening his baby mama and they get into a fight and stuff. And I think nothing really happened to him. Maybe a suspension, one game back. She dropped it. But still, the police were called over to the house for domestic disturbance or domestic abuse. And Calvin really used his phone to play some bets online, and he gone a whole year. Now the rule is a rule now. And dog, let me tell you, Reed, when I played, we all knew the betting rule. You all knew the betting rule. Like, to where, fool, I took it to the extent where I ain't betting on no. I'm not a big gambler anyway, but it was like I wouldn't take no side bet in the parking lot on no other football game, let alone put some money on my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you know you can't do that. Yeah, you got a parlay card, but why the hell you got one? And most of these times you could pick the parlay. Some of them got, you can create your own parlays, or you go find another one that the Falcons not on, but you betting on a parlay card that got the Falcons on it. Now, I'm not saying Ridley wasn't stupid and dumb. He did something stupid. But does it really warrant a 1-year suspension? To whereas, like we said, Ben Roethlisberger had 2 different sexual assault charges against him.
And still gonna go in the Hall of Fame and consider
he's going into the Hall, dog. I mean,
for real.
He cleaned his whole. That's why he went and got married and everything else so quick after it all happened, because he tried to clean his image up. And man,
so we gonna sweep it under the rug of what you did.
I'm not here to pass judgment on nobody, because everybody gotta face the music one day. But you damn on it, because the league really got to look into how they doing things. And like I said, I brought the Dez Bryant thing up because I didn't know if you had seen it, because I know you active on Twitter too. But dog, it was an excerpt. I might try to while we talking on other stuff, see if if I really could have found it, I would have pulled it up and put it on the screen so we really could have seen it and dove into it. But it was it was real quick. But like I said, my phone was ringing so hard yesterday because of Tom Brady, I couldn't even find it. I mean, I couldn't even dig into it. I was on my Brady talk yesterday, but man, it's tough. And
I'm on his Twitter right now. I'm trying to see what he's saying. I can't.
And I'm pretty sure it's Twitter that I saw that on.
He's talking about NFTs and stuff. I haven't seen anything as far as. Yeah, nothing as far as the NFL just yet, but I'm gonna keep looking though.
Like I said, I'll get back into it, and I need to see if it was an article or I just saw it though. It was yesterday that I saw it. And yeah, he got all NFT stuff on here. Somebody pushing that for him, or he getting paid. I know, for this advertisement here.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a good read. Like I said, I know it was Dez Bryant. And I was like, dang, Dez, you got something that I hadn't even thought about. But anyway, man, we'll find it. We'll touch back on it later. Yeah, now, I really wish Jay Styles was on here tonight. But them Dallas Cowboys, dog. And we always talk about different things that the Cowboys say, do, or whatever else. So here it is. Cowboys are making moves that got us scratching our heads. And we already talked about the Amari Cooper being gone. They number one receiver. They traded him to Cleveland. And essentially everybody said they got nothing for it.
They got nothing back.
It was what do you remember what it was, man?
Round pick or something like that. You didn't get nothing back.
And then what do you think about the Michael Gallup signing?
Dumb.
So what was it 5 years, $65 million?
Why give him that much?
And he was hurt last year. Now I believe, like I said, I believe Gallup is a good young receiver, but you could have got away with tagging him this year and then making him prove that he earned that money to get it next year.
I was talking to a Cowboys fan today.
What they say? How they break it down?
And for the record, while we on the show, I want y'all to know. Yeah, I stay in DFW.
Yeah,
I'm a Bengals fan, but I do support the Cowboys. My man T, he's a big Cowboys fan. Love him to death. So I support the Cowboys. I want to see them do good. But this is where Dallas does the dumb stuff and always sets themselves back. You've already been going years and years of building up your O-line, building up your squad, building up your defense, getting pieces together and things like that. And then it's like you just throw money away for no reason. Get rid of pieces for no reason. I told the guy today. I said, man, I can manage the Cowboys better on Madden than what they do.
You going back to GM mode on Madden?
Really? I'm not saying Gallup ain't no good receiver, but is he better than Amari Cooper?
No, I don't think so. I think he does have the potential to be that guy, and he could be.
But
really,
he's not worth that bag of money, bro.
And then
he's not worth that bag of money.
And talking about Amari Cooper going to Cleveland, Jarvis Landry could not seek a trade partner, so the Cleveland Browns released him. And they saving $15 million towards their salary cap by doing so. So here it is: the Cleveland Browns release Jarvis Landry and get nothing for him. And the Cowboys didn't even think to try to pull Landry. I would have tried to put Landry in the trade,
like a straight up swap.
Almost. Don't you think Landry could come in and be? Well, where do you value Jarvis Landry compared to Michael Gallup? I guess it's the question I got to ask you.
I mean, I would value him higher than Gallup.
I would too. 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver. Landry's a 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver.
Now that Landry's gone, I expect the Rams to holler at him.
Oh,
I expect the Rams to holler at him.
But hold on, Reed. Hold on. How the Rams gonna finagle that, dog? Because you got Cooper Kupp. Odell, he got the ACL, he's gonna be out. But you got your boy who got hurt, Marcus, the dude from USC, Robert Woods, right?
Yeah.
He got hurt last year. Damn, Landry might be a good land, man.
4 wide set. Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna say, man, you gonna make me bookmark this. And so at 39 minutes and 20 seconds, A. Reed, the musicologist, mentions Jarvis Landry to the Los Angeles Rams.
I would hate to see it. But
in my mind, I'm thinking, oh no, they got pieces because Jefferson played good.
He just played with Odell. He just played with Odell over there in Cleveland, and saw Odell go over there to LA.
Well, and Landry's not the problem. Not to say that Odell was, but Landry never really had no problem come back and play. All he said was early on, I need help. I need a number 2 to help alleviate some of this. So they went and got Odell. I like Landry. I like how he plays. I know he was hurt a little bit last, but dude, Cleveland. So now you let him go. You got Amari Cooper, but now you don't even know who your quarterback going to be to throw it to him if you gave Baker Mayfield permission to seek a trade. What the hell is going on? And We ain't even got.
They going back to the old Browns.
Now, talk about the Cowboys, Reed. Did you know? So we talk about the Gallup deal. 5-year deal worth $62.5 million.
Wow.
Now, do you know they just gave DeMarcus Lawrence a 3-year extension and $30 million of that 3 years? I forget, like 3 years, 30 or 40 something million with almost $30 million guaranteed or 27 guaranteed. Where because he said he wasn't taking a pay cut, so you extended him, which I'm not mad at Lawrence. If Lawrence doesn't get hurt last year, I think he's one of the best defensive ends in the game. He plays well. He's in a good Quinn's system. It's good for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't flourish when they were the year before Quinn came to the Cowboys, but under that new system, he was going to be a monster if he didn't have the shoulder injury, whatever it was. So I'm not mad at that deal, but they got him. I still don't understand why they franchise tagged the tight end.
I don't know. But look, if you don't have a definitive backup plan of what you're going to do, you know what I'm saying? You figure out how to keep your pieces. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have an honest, definitive plan of how you going to do this, because it's all about saving money and getting the best. Getting the best player for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Getting the best player for the cheapest amount of money that you can do.
Right.
That's all about. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Cowboys, they regressing. They regressing.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I don't know if you had a chance to check out the Big Game Sports Buzz with Adrian Ross on there, former Cincinnati Bengals linebacker. And Ross said that he thought Dak Prescott could be a top 5 quarterback. And I said I seen about like at a number 10 or 12 the way he played last year. He didn't manage situations very well to me. I think the year Dak got injured, he was playing more like a top 5 quarterback year. And he just still didn't have everything back. I said I need to see this year come around before I grade Dak too harshly. Where do you see Dak Prescott? I mean, and we in the area, and everybody like, man, Big Game, you a Buccaneers fan, but you talk Cowboys a lot. I said, yo, I see him 24/7. I live in the DFW Metroplex. They own everything. I go somewhere to get something to eat. They in the restaurant. I bump into them. I see Cowboys, so I talk them. No disrespect to my Buccaneers. I spend time talking about y'all. Y'all want to catch me and Mr. Ray Kennedy on Bucks Report on Friday nights and on Sundays sometimes. That's when I talk Buccaneer football. And that's straight all Buccaneer with a little bit of NFL. Chop shop, we talk about everything that's going on. And you're gonna get a dose of Dallas because we live here. And some of our peoples is Cowboys fans, so they in conversation a lot with us. So but where you see Dak Prescott, dog? Like, if you just sit back, really evaluating this year, how the Cowboys played, what they did, where do you rank him among NFL quarterbacks right now, man?
He's a top 10. He's a top 10.
I think that's
fair. I'm not going to put him in no top 5 though. He's not upper echelon just yet.
No, I feel you. I think
he's not upper echelon just yet.
I think he'll get there.
10. He can get there, but you have to understand the magnitude of how the Cowboys do it, how that organization does it, how the fans' expectations and stuff. I don't care. Being the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys puts immense amount of pressure on anybody. Whoever holds that position, you have some of the most immense amount of pressure in the whole NFL.
Man, you're right. You're totally right.
More than probably any other squad out there. Like, all eyes is on you.
Now, Reed, I'm not trying to be funny. Don't you think that pressure, though, for Dallas is self-inflicted because they want to sell themselves as America's team and the team everyone loves, to where they're putting extra pressure on themselves? Because this is my whole thing. I never think the Dallas Cowboys are realistic about anything that's going on, bro.
But who's that a fault of? It's not a fault of the players. I don't think that's a fault of the players.
Well, I ain't gonna argue with you on that one, to where at this point in time, I will say this, bro. And Stoggs and I talked about it. A lot of it, to me, last 2 years is scheme and who they had calling plays and what they were doing. So yeah, players execute, but the playoff game, Dak didn't play well. Then some of the interceptions and the throws. The Denver game and the games they lost to the AFC West opponents, right? Some of it's play. A lot of it is scheme, and this is my whole thing. And Jerry and Will McClay and everyone else. And I'm not going. Well, I won't blame Will. Will's a more personnel person, but Jerry's got to quit putting guys in place that are more appeased to want to answer to please him than actually handle business. Because like for everybody to start saying Kellen Moore was a hot name and a hot new young coach, he hadn't showed me enough in calling plays and managing games with his offense that I would take a chance on him. There's no way in hell I want to put him as my head coach and as a signal caller. You think all thing you need to do is go throw the hell out the ball when you got Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard in your backfield. You got a 1-2 punch that can run the ball. Pollard can catch it out the backfield, and you trying to put everything downfield, home run kind of ball. And then the trick plays that they had to execute to even have success. I don't get it, and I don't know what the hype is all about, bro. I really don't understand it at all.
Predictable ass offense. You would look at that. You would look at them and be like, on paper, damn, they got a squad,
right?
And then when they get that on the field, you just start laughing. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just start laughing, like almost like how people laugh at the Lakers and stuff like you look at it, you like.
We managed to get the Lakers in the conversation again. It never fails. Did you see that? I'm just gonna say it. Did you see the ass whipping they took last night by the Phoenix Suns, dog?
Boy.
Now everybody keeps saying,
boy,
and see, to me, sometimes Laker fans are as delusional as Cowboys fans. Hey man, they just wait until the playoffs when everybody healthy, and then they gonna make that run.
Let's just keep it shit 100. Y'all might not even make the playoffs.
Oh,
period.
Shoot.
Okay, and then number two, what the hell y'all gonna do? Because after you got LeBron, who's, I'm sorry, he's like my age or probably like a year older. Like he can't put up 50 points like that, like on a regular basis.
The thing is, dog,
they got a brittle AD who's supposed to be your number 2 guy.
Yo, man, Reed. Why that man nickname right now is Street Clothes Davis?
Shoot, I don't blame that. Shout out to Charles Barkley.
Street Clothes Davis, bro. Hey, this is my thing, and I tell everybody, man, LeBron James is a hell of a basketball player. I'm not gonna slight LeBron at all and what he's capable of doing, but at this point in his career, he's been asked to do too much. And dog, when he drive to the basket the other night against Houston, could finish the layup and kicks it out for Carmelo Anthony to take the last shot. Now, LeBron has always, I'm not surprised he passed the ball because LeBron will pass the ball out in situations. But dude, you 6'8", 250 pounds, finish at the basket. Why are you kicking the old Melo?
We've been saying this for I don't know how many years.
And I think they try to make Russell the fall guy. I don't even think it's Russell Westbrook's fault. He got brought into a situation that he just
he's getting all this blame, and all Russell is just trying to do is he's trying to concentrate his own. It seems like he's thinking too hard now.
Yeah, because he wanted to try to figure out how to fit in and what to do.
Yeah, he's thinking too hard now.
Overthinking it, man,
and it's completely gotten him out of his game. And everybody keeps on ragging on him. And look, that whole team is just as dysfunctional as hell, bro. It's just,
man.
It's not going to come together.
It's not good at all, bro.
It's not good over there in LA. So I don't know. LeBron is on the decline. He won't be able to do the same things that he's doing. Not too much longer. He doesn't have no help. Nobody else coming out there to help him. Like I said, AD is just brittle. Is it like that's gotta suck because AD was supposed to be like the guy to come in to take the reins away from LeBron. But you can't even got that no more.
You don't even have that. Like you can't keep him. You can't keep him on the court for LeBron to even be the number 2. You can't. The thing is, he's been hurt so much, you can't even experiment with it to see if it will work.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. To see if LeBron would even be cool. I mean, and that's the thing. If AD could play and dominate the way he's capable of doing, then LeBron could facilitate a little bit more and take some of the beating off of himself.
He could.
He's not a spring chicken no more. We all know that.
He could. But don't tell me that when AD gets in the game, You sit there and watch it, you just like it's just a matter of time.
No, you're right. I think everyone thinks like that now. I never believe, oh yeah, he about to dominate. It's gonna be good. It's like something about to happen, dog.
Yeah. Anytime he's playing, I'm expecting. I'm expecting, to see him wince up. It's like, his ankle.
Right.
Oh, he done came down. Oh, he done rolled it. Oh, he done hit a knee. He done did this.
Oh, his foot hurt. Oh, his ankle broke. All that. Yeah, man. I agree with you. Yeah. Totally agree with you, dog. It is not, man. It's frustrating, and it's just disheartening. And like I tell everybody all the time, I married into a Lakers family. They die hard, purple and gold, to the day they die. And boy, they hating life right now because you 2 years removed from winning the championship.
Oh well.
To this.
Oh well. And an iffy championship at that.
You put a question mark by it, dog? The bubble? You put a question mark by the bubble?
I'm not putting a question mark on there, but there's a lot of people that's gonna put a question mark on there.
Okay.
I mean, hell, they did. Shout out to my boy Grill, but shoot, like he said, man, he said they won it in a 24-hour fitness gym.
I don't care where they played it, they still had to win. So, do you think, talking about conspiracy theory, do you think the NBA wanted the Lakers to win that bubble championship?
Yeah.
Really? So you think it was scripted for LA to win that because AD got there, get LeBron another title? And
look, they'll do whatever they can to get LeBron to that Jordan status or to that GOAT status. They'll do whatever. And now you look at it. LeBron has won in Miami. He won in Cleveland. And to solidify it, now he's won in LA. You see what I'm saying? 3 championships, 3 different squads.
And they had to make it happen. I couldn't even argue that. I wouldn't even argue that, Reed. I mean, I said asterisk a while back in a conversation. Somebody said, "No, dog, you can't say asterisk." I said, "All right, I won't say asterisk. I'll think it though."
But it has to be. It has to be some asterisk somewhere. Let's if you really want to talk, was Cleveland really gonna come back 3-1 against Golden State like that?
After Golden State have been playing all them times and thrashing folk.
And Draymond Green just so happens to get suspended for 1 game. Then LeBron wins it. Cleveland, this is for you. This is for you.
Yeah, it was story.
Can't look. He left Cleveland. He played Cleveland for 7-8 seasons. Left, went to Miami, got 2 over there, came back to Cleveland to right the wrong. And as soon as he got it, he's done. Leaves again. Goes to LA. Everything ain't working. Just it ain't
little Hollywoodish.
LA.
Little Hollywoodish.
And here come the COVID and all that other stuff. Let's do the bubble and all. Okay. They're in the bubble. Go ahead. Just give it to them. Just give it to them. I ain't no conspiracy, but shit, I'm watching the same thing that everybody else is watching. Ooh.
Yeah, you are. You know, it, bro.
To me, and I'll say before this past one, because Giannis and them Bucks, they played their asses off.
Yeah.
This past season, playoff, they played their asses off, and especially when they played Phoenix in that finals. That was a toss-up. I don't care what anybody say. That was a toss-up series. That was a toss-up series. Whoever could have won that could have won that. I was kind of leaning a little bit for CP3.
Me too. I wanted CP3 to get it one.
Well. So that was a toss-up. Whoever wanted it more, they got it. But before that, to me, shit, the best title run was Mavericks 2011. And I ain't saying that being a homer, but shit, look what the Mavericks had to go through.
Hey man, this when they beat the Lakers, I was like, whoa, hold on, man. Dallas and upset the Lakers, and then I was like, they beat the Lakers, they can win it all. And sure enough, they went ahead and won it all, dog.
Bro, we beat Portland that had Brandon Roy.
Yeah.
All them boys back then. Yeah. Then we go to the Lakers and sweep the Lakers. Then we got to play an OKC that still had the big 3 then.
Yeah.
KD, Westbrook, and Hart.
Yeah.
And still looking at us on paper like we shouldn't even. Then we got to go play Miami that has LeBron, that has D-Wade.
Right.
Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying?
I give it
you
to.
just had an unstoppable dirt.
See, to me, if you're a true basketball fan, you can really appreciate that Mavericks championship. Not it being your team or they got lucky. They put together chemistry and made that shit happen. They did. Beautiful. They won that thing. They did their thing. And I'm not mad at the Mavericks. I don't hate the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? Like we said before, I still scratch my head to why Dallas can't get more star power on the NBA side to come here and play. Like we said, there's no state taxes in Texas.
That was Carlisle. That was Carlisle. That was Carlisle after all those years.
Yeah.
Players talk. Players talk in the league. Now they like Cuban. They love Cuban. Cuban is known to take care of the players.
They wouldn't mess with Carlisle, huh?
Players don't want to play with Carlisle. You notice. Look at Indiana now. Look how sorry they is. Look how sorry Indiana is. Look how happy them dudes was to leave. They in Sacramento. They went to Sacramento and they happy.
Damn, what? Carlisle went back to Indiana?
Yes.
Damn, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right, man. You're right. Hey, man, speaking of basketball, did you see the Beard and Joel Embiid versus KD and Kyrie last week?
Watched it. Watched every minute of that game. Wonderful game. I'm glad Brooklyn came in there and did what they supposed to do and shut up that whole damn crowd. Something about Philly, man. Like, I respect Philly. That's some of the hardest motherfuckers out there, man.
Right.
Man, I mean, Jesus. I mean, they hold on to grudges like it ain't shit.
Yeah.
Seriously. You know, they had the fuck Ben Simmons chance. They was calling him a turkey before the game. Like, all sorts of stuff, man.
It was kind of nasty. You're right. Philly fans is ruthless, man. They crazy. Ruthless, man. They crazy, bro. And that game surprised me. I'm not going to lie to you because I thought that Philly finally got to a place where Harden looked like he was happy to be there, happy to be playing, and looked a little bit more rejuvenated, so to speak, right? Yeah. And they got took to the woodshed, man. And neither one of these teams are really like in the top four. Like Brooklyn and Philly are kind of both like,
Yeah.
But everybody keeps putting the emphasis on them be able to make that run come playoff time to be the team to be in the East. And I'm like, y'all just kind of disrespecting, the Bucks.
Yeah, they are. I would like to see that series, though. I would like to see them two teams playing the series in the playoffs.
I think that'd be a good series.
That'd be a good series.
Especially if you got a healthy KD the whole time.
Did you hear the well, I don't know if you heard, but the little rumblings of why Kyrie and Harden, why Harden got that trade?
Now, what I heard before, what I told Jay Stuggs is I heard that Kyrie Irving was locking him down and on defense in practice and talking trash to him, and he just couldn't get out his ego and couldn't take it. He wanted out.
He caught him washed up.
Yep, that's what I heard. I
Kyrie
heard that,
caught him washed up, and Harden couldn't get out of his feeling.
Yeah,
Harden couldn't get out of his feeling.
So Reed, man, we talked about it last week. In the East right now, you got the Miami Heat as number 1, the Sixers number 2, Bucks 3, and the Bucks and the Sixers just changed spots. And the Bulls dropped. Bulls are 4, Celtics 5, Cavaliers are 6, Raptors are 7, and the Nets are 8.
Okay.
That Miami Heat team is legit.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat team is legit. So
they are. Shit, but it's still a toss-up for me.
In the East. It's pretty. I mean, looking at the standings, 1 through 5 is they all close. I mean, it's tight like that booty. It's close in the East, bro.
I'm looking at the standings myself.
It's close in the East.
Yeah, because see, I wouldn't want to put it past because damn Celtics just won 5 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about a hell of a game. That step back Luka hit was nice yesterday, dog. Like I said, I told somebody today, and one of my boys at work, I said, I ain't sat down and watched a whole NBA game in a long time. I said, once Luka was twinging and he grabbing that hamstring, it made me when he stayed in, I said, I'm about to see what he really gonna do. Boy, that game was like a heavyweight fight, man. Back and forth. Yeah, and everybody was there for KG getting the number and everything retired. So it was It was nice. The whole atmosphere, everything going on, man, was cool as hell, dog.
That's good for KG. That's good for KG, man.
Yeah,
for one thing on that game, it shows that Dallas has really improved on their defense. So shout out to Jason Kidd for that. It shows that trade that was made.
Boy, Dinwiddie, I never would have thought.
Hey, that trade was perfect.
When they made that trade, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, no, they ain't getting nothing. I said, Dinwiddie is all right. Dude, he bring a whole different energy to that. Porzingis never would have bought that same, and put the defensive side of the court too. And he put up 20 points.
Oh, do you know the story on that though?
With Kristoff?
The story on that.
Let me school me, brother. I want to know. I want to know.
Story on that is he was faking a lot of those injuries, man. He really didn't want to play.
What?
He was faking a lot of those injuries.
I did not know that, bro. I never, ever would have get.
Yeah. He would be at practice. He would be at practice just shooting threes and stuff like that, like look perfectly fine. But all of a sudden, come game time, I got knee soreness or something. My back is tight or something like that. Yeah, so he wasn't really wanting to play.
And so it was. Do you think that's just a reflection of him not getting along with the organization or not being able to be the star because of Luka?
Well, that was part of the reason because he thought he wanted to be a star. He wanted to be the number one guy. And
he was gonna be the number 2 star. Luka's Luka's.
I don't know why you think you're gonna take Luka's spot. I don't know why.
Luka's that guy. And even though I tease him, and I tell Jay Stoggs, I call him Fat Luka all the time now because he looked like he had some COVID, some quarantine weight on. But Luka's that guy, man. Like Luka, he's still learning to put some other pieces together, but Luka's that guy, man. And it's hard to replace that or replicate that. And, you know, I'm working on talking up with Smitty. I really think, I was talking to somebody the other day, you know, the Hawks made the pick for Dallas, and Dallas made the pick for the Hawks. They got trade. We got Luka. We made the trade so everybody could have who they wanted. And in my mind, I'm like, we never really thought that Luka could be our guy in Atlanta. I mean, I know Mavericks fans are happy that.
I mean, if you made that trade right now, it's a very different conversation.
We're way more competitive in the East with Luka.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you are.
But
you are. And it wouldn't have been bad. It wouldn't have been bad to have Trey down here. It wouldn't have been bad because Drake can still do.
Now, don't get it wrong. I tell everybody, I love Ice Trey. I love Ice Trey.
You got to understand.
He got to get better.
When you have once in a lifetime talent like that, a la Dirk, you know, a la Luka. Once you have once in a lifetime, you have to coddle that. You have to, you know what I'm saying. You have to make that comfortable. Yeah. You have to do whatever you have to do. So peace KP, man. Shit, they said Nico and them boys put that package together, gave it to Cube, and Cube said, "Let's go." Right. I mean, Cube was with it. Was with it.
That was smart. That was a great pick, man. That was a great pick. No. Damn, dog. Another hour is come and gone in the shop, man. I can't believe how fast we ran down through that, bro.
It don't make sense how quick this show goes, bro.
It goes really quick, but.
It's like we talk for 10 minutes and it's an hour already.
Yeah, for real. And like I said, we just was cracking in the basketball because we stayed on quarterbacks for a little bit of time there. But it's all to the good, man. All to the good, man. So, hey, this is Big Game James. This is A. Reed. We want to thank everybody for tuning into the Sports Chop Shop, where we bring in the fans, the pros, and chop up everything sports and a little bit of life. Hey, y'all, tonight the Chop Shop was brought to you by Totally Fresh. Totally Fresh, the 100% natural, organic, male hygiene products. You know, they got stuff for women. Now we got to think about this stuff for men. It is 100% organic. It lasts 24 hours, rejuvenating and keeping your boys fresh all day long. Yes, I said your boys. It helps you
y'all know what that is.
Yeah, it helps you hit those glands and those hot spots to keep them things fresh, so you're not coming out tart. So, hey, you need to go check out Totally Fresh, www.totally-fresh.com. Check them out, give them a try, tell them Big Game sent you, and you will not be disappointed. Again, for my man, fresh. Keep your boys fresh. For your man, A. Reed, I'm Big Game James. Don't forget to catch Big Game James, that's me, and my boy Jay Stoggs this Thursday on the Sports Chop Shop. I'm lying. That's what we on tonight. You gonna catch me and Jay Stoggs on Big Game Sports Buzz.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I have so much fun talking and doing it all the time. I just feel like every show is every show. But yeah, we got a whole lot more to talk about with the DeShaun Watson, Tom Brady deal. And this week, Reed, top 5, dog. Top 5 NBA duos of all time. Your best 1-2 punch. That's the top 5 this week on Big Game Sports Buzz. So it's not gonna disappoint, dog. It's
one. Got to be Jordan Pippen. Number 2, Kobe Shaq. And then we'll go after that.
And then we're going to keep the rest going after that. So, and see who make y'all list. If y'all want to see who make ours, tune in to Big Game Sports Buzz Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Again, it's your man, Big Game James, the musicologist, A. Reed, and you've been watching The Chop Shop.